Welcome to today's special with Shantanu. Today I'm going to tantalize your taste buds with 3 ingredients: chicken, spinach and mushrooms. And what are we going to make out of it? We are going to do a nice cheesy chicken casserole. So let's get cooking. While my pan is heating up, let me just take up mushroom, which is one of the main ingredients of this casserole, and just slice it nice and chunky. Once my pan is hot, I'll get in some olive oil. A plain olive oil should do. There's no need for extra virgin because we are literally cooking in it. And then butter. Once this is in, time to throw in some garlic. With that, some chopped onion. And again, you don't really need to be very fine with it. Once all this is in, let's give it a quick stir. So, some sprigs of thyme. Once the herbs are in, and here I've got some bits of shredded boneless chicken. Just look at the size. Again, they are not very finely chopped, but they are not very huge chunks as well. So a lot of chicken here now. Let's toss it up. Once my chicken is cooked almost, what I'll do is I'll put in this mushrooms in the pan. While all this is happening, let me start with the sauce that I'm going to use for my casserole, which is basically a very similar sauce to a white or a bechamel sauce. I'll again add some butter to this. Normally for a bechamel sauce, if you're making a right bechamel, it's equal quantities of butter and flour and 10 times the quantity of milk, which means if you are using, let's say 100 grams of butter, then you need to use 100 grams of the flour, all-purpose flour, and 1 liter of milk. Since I'm making one portion of the casserole, I'm using slightly less. Butter's melting here. Chicken's halfway through. Once the chicken looks almost cooked here, I'm just putting in my chunky bits of mushroom. Then with the spinach leaves, just shred them. So nice chunky spinach here. So once mushrooms and the chicken are tossed through, let me put in some salt. So some salt in here now. Black pepper. Once I can see the mushrooms and the chicken are done through, I'll put in my spinach. Lovely. So just look at it. Nice blend of spinach, mushroom and chicken. Just enough to tantalize your taste buds. Once the butter is cooked, time to put in some all-purpose flour and whisk it out and let it cook through the butter. Nice. So this is how you want it. Nicely cooked flour through the butter. You should not get a raw taste. Once that is done, time to put in some milk. So with the milk also, if you want, you can season it with some onion, cloves and bay leaf, which is called a cloth. But if you want it plain, good enough. And now let it cook through. So let it come to a boil. The minute the sauce comes to a boil, it will start thickening. So this is almost done through. Let this come here. So once you have the sauce at your disposal, keep on whisking it thoroughly. It's got flour, so there are chances that if you leave it, it might stick to the pan. And this is a very, very basic white sauce or a bechamel sauce that I have made. And for the final tangy flavor into this, I'm just putting in a chopped blanched tomato with the skin removed. This is just to give a slight tang to my casserole. Once again chunky into this. So once all my veggies, chicken is there and my sauce is cooked, this sauce back to the chicken, stir in through. So whatever is left now has to happen in the oven. The chicken is almost cooked. Once up to here, put off the pan. Time again for some cracked pepper. Just a hint of mustard sauce. 1 chilli. Going through. To this, I'm going to add some cream and just 1 egg. Just some grated nutmeg to this. All through this now, mix it through. put some grated cheese into this. So we are almost ready. I've got my casserole dish. Lovely. I'll just throw in few basil strips on top. Let's chop it. So nice basil on top, along with some bits of tomatoes once again. Just sprinkle it all over. So typical home style, the way you would love it. No hang-ups with the cheese. So just 7 to 8 minutes in hot oven, preheated oven at around 170 to 180 degrees, and that's it. You will get a lovely baked chicken casserole. So into a preheated oven. Lovely. Isn't it looking gorgeous? I just can't resist myself to have a go at it. And so soft inside. Just look at that. This is just heavenly. Yummy, easy to make. So guys, try this yourself, and for more such lovely recipes, subscribe to Get Curried.